The man lost the woman he loved most, all because of a failed mission. Due to the mission's failure, the man could only return home. As soon as he arrived at the door, he noticed two suspicious shoe prints. The man's wife had been home alone for a long time, and 10,000 thoughts immediately raced through his mind. He quickly took out the handgun from the car, abandoned the vehicle, and ran towards the house, constantly monitoring the state of the villa. When he reached the outside of the house, he saw the footprints again on a small path nearby. This made him even more certain that the villa had definitely been attacked. The man immediately loaded the bullets and stealthily snuck inside. But loud music was playing in the house, and there was no sign of his wife. The man hurriedly searched everywhere. When he came to the bedroom, he saw that it was in a complete mess. The man quickly picked up the phone to contact his wife, only to learn that she had been beaten severely and was hospitalized. From his beloved's brother, he found out that the perpetrators were a man and a woman. They were extremely brazen and didn't disguise themselves at all. After committing the crime, they took a green taxi and left. The man calmed his brother-in-law's emotions, saying that this kind of thing would definitely not happen again in the future. The man dug up his backyard and found a safe. From the safe, he took out 3 sealed bags containing his secret weapons. Then the man drove around the city in his car and finally found the green taxi his brother-in-law had mentioned. In the evening, the man went to the taxi company, pretending to have encountered difficulties and seeking help from the staff on duty. While the staff member went to open the door, when the door was opened, he used a gun to force the staff member into the company. From a pile of documents, he found the taxi driver's record from the day of the incident. It was a young man named Liao, but the man didn't leave immediately. Instead, he scattered the office documents all over the floor to create the appearance of a burglary. The next day, the man was waiting at the entrance of the taxi company. When he saw Liao, the man immediately approached him, pretending to have an urgent matter and needing to take Liao's car. After getting in the car, the man casually gave an address and told Liao to drive. But the car hadn't gone far when Liao turned his head and saw the gun in the man's hand. He was so scared that his soul almost flew out of his body. He thought he had encountered a robbery, so he voluntarily handed his wallet to the man. However, the man wasn't interested in his wallet at all. Instead, he asked Liao to tell him about the job he had done at his house 3 days ago. Liao told the man about transporting a man and a woman at that time. However, the man had one strict rule. He could not pity strangers. So the man raised his handgun, aimed it at Liao's head, and fired a shot. Liao never knew until his death that the man who killed him was actually an assassin. From Liao's description, he immediately determined that his boss was the mastermind behind it all, because only the boss knew his address. And more importantly, the man had failed an assassination mission a few days ago. The boss must have been afraid that the matter would be exposed and cause trouble for himself, so he wanted to silence the man. But unexpectedly, it affected the man's wife. The man was someone who always took revenge. He immediately packed his bags and rushed to the airport to take revenge on his boss.